Okay guys, how's it going? I wasn't going to do a video on this whole Xbox One versus PS4, air quotes, war kind of thing, because I knew once it would come out, once E3 would happen, everybody would start making videos about it, which is fine, which is cool, you know, everybody's got opinions, but so many people have done these videos, I didn't want to feel like I was jumping on the bandwagon. I just wanted to, you know, leave people to do that and I'll do my thing. But my last kind of 3 or 4 videos, there's always 2 or 3 people, different people in the comment section saying, do a video on your views on the PS4 versus Xbox One. What do you think about it? And I thought, well, okay, I'll give my 10 penneth, because I have got an opinion and I have come to a conclusion, I think. You know, unless something comes along that completely changes my mind, this is what I'm going to do. I am going to buy a PS4, I think, because everything seems to point towards the direction that PS4 is made and tailor-made more for gamers, as opposed to Xbox One that looks as though it's aimed more at the family market. That's just my belief. And the belief that's come from that is more with the inbuilt Kinect system. I mean, with the Xbox 360, I never felt any interest to ever buy a Kinect. There was no point. The games and opportunities it had to offer were not for me. So to pay that extra £100 to have one built into my system, it doesn't tick any boxes. Also, the whole voice activation thing. I don't think the PS4's got that. I could be completely wrong again, but as far as I'm led to believe, Xbox One has that voice activation system. So if you look at it and say, Xbox on, it'll come on. My issue with that is, computerized technology struggles to understand what I'm saying to it. I don't know why, as far as I'm concerned, I speak quite clear English, but technology doesn't get that. It's like for the last couple of years, I've always had the iPhone and I've always upgraded. And you can get that app for the iPhone where you ask it a question and it recognizes your voice and understands exactly what to give you the answer. So that didn't appeal to me because I knew exactly that it wouldn't understand me. And a good example was my friend had an iPhone and he had this app and he said, you should get this, it's really simple, you do this, that. And I said, no, I'm not interested. And he said, no, just try it. Okay then. Where is the best curry house in Birmingham? And then it would come back and say, the quickest route to get to London is down the M1. No, that's not what I fucking asked. You know, that's not what I want to know. So, it's pointless. I would sooner type it in and get the job done. My other issue with voice-activated stuff is things like on phones with speed dialing. Again, the voice recognition thing. Sometimes the phone would think I'm saying somebody's name, and it would dial them, and I actually wasn't. And sometimes I'd be sitting there and I could hear people talking on the phone because I'd actually dialed them when I hadn't. You know, I'd probably said something like, oh, these potatoes are absolutely delicious, darling. In my opinion, probably the best you've ever made. And the phone would be sitting there and think, oh, it wants to dial Susan. Whoever Susan is, I don't even know a Susan, but you kind of get what I'm talking about. The other thing with the Xbox One I don't like is this whole, it checks up on you 24 hours, it checks up on your online gaming or your online activity and does something there. I don't like that. And the fact that it's always online, I don't like it. It is almost like bloody espionage, you know? It's like, why do you have to know that? And if you've got that kind of intrusiveness in your home, Thunder kind of picked up on something about this. And as soon as he said it, that sent alarm bells ringing for me. It's like, what if somebody was to hack? We know there are hackers everywhere. What if somebody was to hack into your Xbox One and be able to gain access to your activity in the house? You know, would they be able to watch when I'm undressing my child and getting her ready for nursery? Some fucking paedophile watching? I don't know. I don't know enough about it because I haven't looked into it too much. So I'm probably off the mark with all of these things and people are going to jump on me and tell me I'm wrong. The one thing I would say that does attract me about the Xbox One is that Titanfall game. I'm led to believe it's only available on Xbox One. That game looks immense. Is it a COD killer? Potentially it is, because it was designed and created by the original Infinity Ward in Modern Warfare 2, all got fired and out the door. And they've spent all their time working on this brainchild of a game that just looks absolutely epic. So that would be an attraction. PS4, with their knockout punch that they've delivered, as far as I'm concerned in E3, the reaction to PS4 and the reaction to Xbox One was just, it was almost like, if you imagine these, I don't know, old-fashioned theatrical comedies where the people would be doing their set on stage and they would have somebody at the side of the stage holding up a cue card that would say, laugh, and the audience would go, ah, we've got to laugh, and applause. It felt like that, you know, there was always kind of lots of delays in between the laughs and the applauses and the clapping. PS4 kind of hammered it home for me with the fact that everything points to the reasoning that if you buy that console, you are going to have a better gaming experience. Your online relationship with your friends is going to be a lot better. The playability is going to be a lot better. It looks nice. And it just, I don't know, there's more, it just seems to tick more boxes. I think you can use used games on it, which is a lot better. So yeah, I think I'm going to go back to my PS roots, because I've always had PlayStations pre the Xbox. I had the PlayStation 1, I had 2 PlayStation 1s, I had the PS2, I had the PS2 Slim, and then I went on to the Xbox 360 because I kind of got talked into it by somebody telling me the online experience was a hell of a lot better. So I went for that, but now it looks as though I'm going to kind of go home. Whether I hold on to my Xbox 360 is another thing coming, you know, I don't know about that. Maybe I'll trade it in, it's still quite a new system, but we'll see. Time will tell on that one. So yeah, PS4, Xbox One, ding ding ding, round 1, straight knockout, gone. So hopefully you guys, I mean, I know everybody knows so much, everybody knows these different opinions about these things, and I'm learning all the time, and maybe I've said something that's wrong and you can correct me on it. Don't be an arsehole about it, because I can't profess to know everything, but I can only get what I've taken from little bits and pieces and what I've been told. So I could be completely wrong about a few things, but yeah, hope you enjoyed the video, guys. If you know any more about it and want to tell me about it, or just give me your opinions, leave a comment in the comment section, and I will see you later. Apocalypse done.